Buck and I are headed up to Buck's Pocket State Park just for him in Lake Guntersville, or around Lake Guntersville, and we're gonna do a catch and cook and a little bit of hiking. Hope you enjoy. Since when did bait shops stop selling cane poles? I went in 3 different bait shops, sell live bait and some tackle and stuff, and not a single one of them sells a cane pole. So now I'm gonna have to drive down to Walmart and unfortunately, I guess, give them some money. All right, so I made it to Buck's. I made it to Buck's Pocket State Park. Figured I'd stop off at this overlook area before I head down to where I'm gonna do some fishing. Did get the cane pole finally, so let's walk out here and see what this is all about. All right, so I'm down here where I'm gonna fish. Got this little walkway right here, or what used to be a walkway, coming back into this pocket, so I'm probably gonna go right on down in there and see if I can't catch anything. But then I've got a dock over here that we can fish off of and a little trail there, so should be a fun little afternoon. See if we can catch some bluegill or shell crackers, or maybe a bass. Just enough to get some dinner for me and Buck. Getting back to the basics with the old classic Black Widow 13-foot cane pole. So it came with this little ready to fish thing, but I'm going to use everything except for that hook because I think it's going to be a little bit too big for what I'm targeting down here. For, you know, bluegill, shell cracker, things like that, you want to have a pretty small, hook. Well, let's see, how does that compare to the ones that I had? I'm gonna be using these small, stronger hooks, and I prefer these bobbers too, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this bobber and this line in case I lose it. Doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna use that hook. Yeah, this line is way too long for this. Gonna have to cut a few feet off of this. What you so scared of, bug? So, I guess the makers of this little kit didn't realize that you're not supposed to make the line any longer than the shit. And of course, how does that even happen? Like, all right, well, that got rid of it. All right, so let's try this again with the right amount of line. So if the line is a whole lot longer than your rod, like this one was, like a good 6-7 feet long, it's impossible to cast. So you have to just get enough line to run the length of your rod. All right, attempt number 2. Attempt to number 1 is up there because I'm gonna blame it on the people who put the line kit in here, because they made it like way too long so you can't even cast it out there. We'll, see if we can't get something big enough to pan fry. There we go. That one will be big enough to keep. So y'all may be thinking, Treywick, why would you go use a cane pole and catch a couple of little brim and to eat them, you know? Drove all the way up to Guntersville for 3 little tiny brim. It's not really about that though. It's about how I feel like life and everything has gotten so complicated lately that just going back to using a cane pole like I did when I was, you know, probably 5-6 years old, and it's a simple, really easy to use fishing method. So it just seemed like something that I could get back to my roots in a way, and kind of take a step back and, you know, almost reset this craziness that we're living in these days. So I've got potato starch. It kind of, I don't, because I didn't have flour, it kind of looks like flour. And I hear that people can, you know, fry with cornstarch to make things crispy, so I'm just going to do a light dusting over here. So just put some Old Bay, salt, pepper, chili powder, and this, what's it called? Potato starch. We'll see how it does. I'm gonna make a little batch of grits. This isn't the way to make grits properly, so. I don't have any measuring cups, so just gonna have to roll with it. Probably just haven't fished tonight. That's something I can't mess up. experiment success. Potato starch does act as a crunchy layer like flour. So gluten-free, grain-free, but you can fry with it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did, and get outside today.